Hey everyone, and welcome. You've seen it everywhere, right? AI side hustles have completely taken over this year. I mean, it is one of the hottest topics online. All these promises of easy money made right from your laptop with just a couple of prompts. But is it really that simple? Let's get into it and figure out what's real and what's just hype. So that's the big question, isn't it? What's the real story behind all this excitement? Is it actually possible to build a profitable side hustle with these new tools, especially if you're, starting from scratch with zero experience? And the answer from everything we've seen is a pretty clear yes. But, and this is a really big but, it is not the get rich quick button that all those viral posts make it out to be. The truth is a lot more nuanced and honestly, way more interesting. So, to really get to the bottom of this, here's our game plan. We're going to start with why this feels like a new digital gold rush. Then we'll map out the opportunities to build your AI toolkit. After that, we'll do a deep dive into a super popular case study, the AI YouTuber. Then we'll talk about the secret sauce, the human element, and run a serious reality check on the risks. And finally, we'll look at the future of your hustle. All right, let's jump into Section 1, the new digital gold rush. It really does feel like everyone is racing to stake their claim in this new world of AI-powered income. So, what is driving all of this excitement? So, what's really going on here? Well, this slide pretty much breaks it down. First off, the barrier to entry is just incredibly low. You can literally start with free tools and the laptop you already own. AI also saves a ridiculous amount of time on stuff like research and writing. The tools themselves, they're getting super user-friendly, so you don't need to be some tech genius. And maybe most important, there's a real growing demand from businesses for these kinds of AI-assisted services across a ton of different industries. Okay, let's move on to Section 2, your AI side hustle toolkit. With so many options out there, it can feel a little overwhelming. So what we've done is organize the whole landscape into a really clear framework so you can see the bigger picture. So our research shows that pretty much all AI side hustles fall into one of three main buckets. First up is content creation. Think making things like articles, art, or videos. Second, you've got creative services. This is where you use AI to help provide a service for a client, like writing their sales copy. And third, there's business support, which covers things like managing social media or helping with customer service. Let's get a bit more specific on content creation. You could start one of those faceless YouTube channels where you never actually show yourself on camera. Or you could generate blog posts for websites. People are even creating and selling AI-generated stock images. And a huge area is digital products. We're seeing people use a combo of ChatGPT for ideas and Canva for design to sell stuff like digital planners, guides, even entire coloring books made with tools like Midjourney. Now, what about creative services? This is all about using AI as your super-powered assistant. You could offer copywriting services, but use AI to pump out rough drafts, saving you hours of work. You can create AI voiceovers for videos that sound incredibly realistic. Or you could manage a company's social media using AI to brainstorm content calendars and catchy captions. The name of the game here is speed and efficiency. Okay. For Section 3, let's make this all really concrete with a detailed case study. We're going to break down one of the most popular models out there right now, the faceless AI YouTuber. We'll go right from a simple idea all the way to potential profit. This is a brilliant example of how all the different tools come together. So, Step 1, you use something like ChatGPT to write a script on a popular topic. Step 2, you take that script and plug it into a text-to-speech tool like 11 Labs to make a realistic voiceover. Step 3, you use an AI video generator like InVideo.ai to automatically create the scenes and visuals. And finally, Step 4, you upload it to YouTube Shorts or TikTok. From there, you can make money from ad revenue once you get enough views, or right away by putting affiliate links in your description.
And yeah, the potential upside can seem pretty staggering. One creator, for instance, claimed they were making as much as $348 a day just from ad revenue on their automated videos. That's a number that definitely makes you sit up and pay attention.
But, and I need you to hear this loud and clear, as soon as you see a number like that, you need a reality check. The sources are very clear on this. Your results may vary dramatically from what people are boasting about online. Success here isn't a guarantee. It takes a lot of testing, understanding the algorithms, and frankly, a bit of luck to go viral. And you know what? That brings us perfectly to Section 4, the ghost in the machine. This is the part that gets left out of the hype videos, the fact that AI is a tool, not a magic wand. That human element, well, that's what makes all the difference.
So, the most important point is captured perfectly in this quote. You have to treat AI output as a rough draft. It's your starting point, not the finished product. Your job is to take that draft and make it something special.
Let's look at why this is so critical. On the one hand, pure AI output, it can feel pretty generic, it can even accidentally plagiarize things, and it usually lacks that special hook that grabs an audience. But when a human polishes that output, it gets a unique voice. You make sure it's original, and you can add a compelling angle the AI completely missed. Even Google has warned that 100% AI-generated content is unlikely to rank well. That human touch, that's your real competitive advantage. Now for Section 5, and this is a really important one, a reality check on the risks and rules. It's not all about creativity and algorithms. You also have to navigate some very real challenges out there. First up, let's talk competition. Even if you're your own boss, you're competing in an incredibly crowded market. Online job posts can get hundreds of applications. One study showed that even after applying for over 20 jobs, you only have about a 30% chance of getting an offer. So yeah, the digital world is huge, but it is definitely not empty. And of course, where there's opportunity, there are scammers. You have to be so vigilant. Be suspicious of any offer that just seems way too good to be true. Watch out for vague job posts that don't have real company details. And here's a huge red flag. Any job that requires you to pay upfront for training or special software. Legitimate opportunities pay you, not the other way around. And then there's this legal gray area around who owns what. This is fascinating. The U.S. Copyright Office has been pretty clear. To be protected by copyright, a work has to be created by a human. This means that content generated entirely by AI, with no real creative input from a person, it just kind of falls into this legal limbo. It probably can't be copyrighted. Which leads us to this massive unanswered question. If an AI creates something, who actually owns it? Is it the developer of the AI? Is it the person who wrote the prompt? Or is it nobody? The law is still playing catch-up with the technology, and that creates a real risk for anyone trying to build a business on purely AI-generated content. Okay, let's bring this all together in our final section, the future of your hustle. We've talked about the hype, the tools, the risks, so what are the key things you need to know to move forward and actually be successful? Here's your path forward. First, remember that AI opens a lot of doors, but it is not a get-rich-quick button. Second, your creativity, your unique perspective, that human touch is your single greatest competitive advantage, period. Third, here's a great tip from our sources. Consider focusing on boring but essential niches, like finance or real estate. There's high demand and often way less competition than in viral entertainment. And finally, just always be skeptical. Research every tool, every opportunity, before you pour your time and energy into it. And really, that's what it all comes down to. The technology gives us the tools, and the platforms give us the access, but neither one can provide the one thing that truly matters. So the final question isn't about the AI at all. It's about you. What's your big idea going to be?